Imagine holding the absolute pinnacle of optical engineering in your hands. A camera so fast, so intelligent, and so reliable that the concept of missing a shot simply ceases to exist. For years, the original Nikon Z9 sat on the throne, undisputed. It changed the rules of the game by deleting the mechanical shutter and proving that the future was purely electronic. At the world doesn't stand still. A competition has been closing in, whispering about faster sensors and smarter AI. Nikon heard those whispers, and their response isn't just an upgrade. It's a statement of total dominance. Welcome to the era of the Nikon Z9 II. Wondering whether the king has finally reclaimed its crown, or if it's just a cell polish on OGEM. You're in the right case. We are going to deconstruct every single millimeter of this machine. We're talking about a leap and processing power that makes the original Z9 feel like it's moving in slow motion. We're talking about video capabilities that blur the line between a stills camera and a dedicated cinema rig. And most importantly, we're talking about the new AI-driven autofocus system that feels less like a tool and more like an extension of your own central nervous system. But before we dive into the specs, let's address the elephant in the room. Why does this camera even exist? Why now? The original Z9 was already a beast. To understand the Z9 II, you have to understand the pressure Nikon was under. Sony and Canon have been throwing everything they have at the professional mark. To be on top, Nikon couldn't just give us more megapixels. They had to give us more possibility. The first thing you notice when you pick up the Z9 II isn't just the weight. It's the intentionality. Every button, every dial, every curve of the magnesium alloy chassis has been refined based on tens of thousands of hours of feedback from the world's most elite sports and wildlife photographers. Feels familiar yet evolved. It's a tank built for the digital age. The real magic isn't on the outside. It happens the moment you flip that power switch. The heartbeat of this machine is the new dual-stream SAT CMOS tensor, paired with the X8 processor. Now, X8 might just sound like a marketing buzzword, but in practice, it's a difference between capturing a bird's wing at the perfect apex or capturing a blur of phase. We are looking at a sustained burst rate that defies logic. Might just showing a full resolution and RAW speed that used to be reserved for low-quality video frames. Buffered? It's effectively boundless. It can lean on the shutter button as the record quite mercy, and Z9 II won't wreak a sweat. But speed is useless without precision. Let's talk about autofocus. This is where the Z9 II separates the professionals from the hobbyists. Nikon has integrated a dedicated AI coprocessor specifically for subject recognition. It doesn't just see eyes, faces, and animals anymore. It understands human skeletal structures, can predict where an athlete's head will be even if they turn away from the camera or get scared by another player. It recognizes vehicles, planes, and even specific types of birds with a hit rate that feels almost like cheating. You aren't just tracking a subject. You're locking onto a sphere existence. For the cinematographer,